Hello, here we are with an unboxing and hands-on with the LG X Screen, and this device is a mid-range sort of handset from LG, and I can best describe this as a sort of slimmed down version of the LG V10, if you've seen that, because it's got the second screen on here, which we'll come on to a little bit later on in this unboxing, but it's quite cool and innovative. So retail packaging here of the UK SIM-free model. On the side of the box, it runs through some of the key features. So the second screen, we've got a front-facing 8-megapixel camera for taking those all-important selfies. We've got a glass fiber back. We have then an IPS display, and that's 5 inches or 4.93 to be precise. On the back, we've just got an outline of the device itself. It's also known as the LG K500N, and this is the black color model, SIM-free, as I mentioned earlier. So let's open up and show you what you get. And first of all, we're presented with the device itself. So there is the X screen, which we'll come back to in just a moment. What else we get in the box is we get a tool for the SIM card tray. So to actually eject the SIM card tray and pop your SIM card in. You then get a quick start guide for the K500N, and there is a 24-month warranty with this phone as well, so that's going to cover you for 2 years. You then get the 3-pin UK mains adapter with USB port on it, so that's for actually charging the handset with. And then into that charger you will connect this, the USB cable. It's a standard USB to micro USB, not USB type C, and this cable can also be used for connecting the phone to a computer if you wish, or to the mains charger for actually charging. And then that is it in the box. There are no headphones, earphones included. So to the device then, here it is, the LG X Screen. We've got a rundown of some of those key features again. Let's pull off the screen protector and show you around the handset. So here we have the 5-inch display, 720 by 1280 resolution, and you might just see up here, if the light, you can see the time here, but that's showing on the 0.2-inch second screen, which we'll cover again in a bit more detail in a moment. Front-facing camera, we've got the various sensors there at the front and the earpiece. On the right side of the device, we have the SIM card tray and also the micro SD card slot in there as well. We have the power button. We've got this silver goldy bezel around it. It is plastic and not metal construction. Down the bottom, in the middle, we have the micro USB connection. We've got a speaker, we've got a microphone, and we've got the 3.5mm headphone jack. On the left side, we've got the volume up and down rocker key. And then on the top of the handset, we have another microphone. So 2 microphones there. Flip this over, and on the back, let's pull off the protector. We've got this glass fiber back panel. So it gives it a real glossy look to it, and it feels a little bit more premium. It's quite slippy, not as grippy in my personal opinion. We've got the rear 13-megapixel camera with autofocus and LED flash. We've got the LG logo here. It's not embossed, it's kind of in the glass. It's smooth to run your finger across. Some regulatory bits just down there. And that is the X screen. So we've powered this one up already to show you, and let's slide into the home screen on the device here. So it's running Android version 6 or Marshmallow. So you've got the very latest operating system on here. So being a Google Android device, as you're probably aware, you get access to all the Google services such as YouTube, Drive, Music, Maps, Gmail, Photos, Hangouts and Documents and more. You can download all your favorite apps via the App Store if you add a Google account to this. A lot of those are of course free, and you have your paid for apps as well. On top of that, you then have LG's customization. So they've actually done away with the more traditional app drawer. All the apps get added to the home screens now. You can press and hold to customize your home screens with widgets and various settings. There's lots of options that you've got there. Pre-installed, you do have some tools such as a file manager, a calculator, an FM radio, weather, and a voice recorder. We've also got Evernote and LG Smart World. We've got a calendar, another email client, music, and much more on there. But there's plenty of stuff to get you going. You then have some nice management tools. So you've got a battery saver option here, which gives you some functionality to conserve battery life. So simple things like restricting app usage in the background and blocking the use of the second screen. You've got memory saver, and you can see things like your storage and USB, so how much storage you've got. There's 16 gig of storage internal to this phone, but then you've got the micro SD card slot. Coupled with that 16 gig of internal storage is 2 gigabytes of RAM, and you've got a quad core processor in here, 1.2 gigahertz quad core processor. Now let's take a look at this second screen up at the top here. So as you can see, we've got a notification sort of just come in here, and you can scroll across these screens and you've got various options that are all configurable from the settings menu. But you can see we've got some quick shortcuts for sounds, to turn Wi-Fi on and off, to turn the torch, or which is the flash on the back of the camera, turn Bluetooth on and off. We can flick through. We've got quick shortcuts to certain applications, so that loads up on the main screen. Click into the calculator. I can go into the settings. So all of those icons remain on that top second screen, but the main screen then becomes the place where this information actually shows. You've got media controls, quick access to contacts, and the idea is that when the screen is off, you've still got access to these things, so it conserves battery life. It's a bit of a different way of interacting with the device, so you can get key notifications and that show up here, and it perhaps frees up some space on your home screen if you need it. Gives access to the very most important thing. I really like the 4 contacts. You know, for me that's quite important. There's regular people I call, so to be able to just tap that is nice and easy. Let's take you through into the settings. Lots of different options on the LG. You know, some are torn about the customization options that they give you, but I think there's a nice array of options on here, whether you are a new user of LG devices or a more experienced one. So great to have a look around in that and see what options you've got for customizing the device to work with you, or for you should I say. Then we can jump into the camera. So it's a 13 megapixel rear camera, 8 megapixel front camera for taking those photos. So you can then see we've got some settings coming up on the second screen here. Auto or simple mode. So if we go into auto, you've got some settings for the camera. It's not the most extensive range of options that you've got on the camera here, but you've got some controls nonetheless. Things like controlling flash and such. You've got a quick pop-up menu coming up here as well, which is quite nice. And then you've got access to your gallery down here. You can record photos and videos from the same screen. So that's a quick unboxing and hands-on with the LG X Screen, which is available for £220 including VAT at the time of recording from clove.co.uk, SIM-free and unlocked. Thanks for watching.